Phenomenal. So let me ask you, what is your day-to-day like, man? Like, what time do you get up in the morning, start your exercise? Like, what is your day-to-day like, man?
Yeah, so I've learned like routine is very important, right? And so I always like to take time to spend with myself first before I take care of anybody.
Yes, sir.
So pour into
self-care.
pour into yourself first before that. So I have a morning routine. I wake up 2:30, 3 in the morning. And then that's just time with me.
You wake up at what time?
2:30, 3 a.m.
Is that what time you start your mornings?
That's what time I start my morning.
Wow.
Yeah,
all right.
What time you going to sleep?
So it's been weird, right? Probably not consistent how it should be. Some days it's like 11, 10. If I'm with my girl, we spend time in the evenings because like quality time with her.
Right, absolutely,
But
absolutely.
At one point it was like I'm in bed. If I'm up, I'm not out. Like I don't go out.
Yeah, for sure.
But probably I try to get in bed at least 9, 10.
Okay. Yeah, okay, all right.
I mean, I have read in books that you're like when you're like that zoned in, like really focused. You get your life just, how you said that discipline. It's like your body does not need a whole 8 hours.
Yeah,
of sleep.
that's not at all, man.
You know what I'm saying? They tell you your body needs 8 hours, but if you're living to your, to your full potential, like you don't need a whole 8 hours. You can sleep 4 hours.
Yep.
And
be good.
Well,
Exactly, because a lot of people still sleep 8 hours, still be tired.
Man, people sleep 10 hours and
still be tired.
They still be struggling to get out of bed. So it's not about how long you sleep, it's about how you living, man. That's real stuff right there.
Real talk. Yeah, that's real. So yeah, man.
So I want to and I feel like you be able to speak on this, men's mental health, right? It's a topic. It's not really paid attention to enough, and the reason why I thought about it is just like recently seeing somebody. I didn't go to school with the person, but somebody like was struggling. A gentleman was struggling with mental health, and
R.I.P. Jagger.
Yeah, R.I.P. to him, and he took his life. He was struggling mentally, and it's like sometimes we don't pay attention enough to the mental health of the person next to us, or like our own mental health. So I mean, what is something that you could say about that, and maybe like a piece of wisdom that you could share with it, and encouragement.
Yeah, no, I think it's not talked about enough. But then us men, and it's okay to like be vulnerable and kind of express whatever it is that you're going through, right? I think a lot of times we just, I don't know how it was, but like at one point, at least I've learned like expressing yourself wasn't normal, and you kind of had to take it to the chin and whatever it is you had to go through, get through it, right?
Right.
But then it's just like the reality of it, like what's your outlet? How are you able to actually deal with these things in a healthy way? And so, if it isn't dealt with, you end up breaking, and then, so trying to really seek an outlet is important. A safe outlet, not necessarily things that will, hurt you. Coping with things that, vices and stuff, like not necessarily that route, but there is ways that may just have to take time to understand yourself, to feel like, oh, maybe working out could be a potential outlet. Being around good men with the same mindset, right? And sometimes I wouldn't say it's hard to find. It's just you got to push yourself in these environments.
Yeah.
Which can take us being uncomfortable.
For sure.
Right?
Yeah.
It's necessary. But there is people like that who do care for each other, who want the best for each other. And so you kind of just got to get out a little bit, but just do kind of just like figure it out as you go. But I think that's always something that, I've always, even for me, it's like I've gotten better at, because like I had to do the work in solitude and really like such things like fasting and removing things in my life to really have the clarity to see what I had to deal with. So it's just like, yeah, it's definitely something that isn't talked about enough, but it should be. So I feel like it is very important.
For sure.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Oh, phenomenal, man. For sure, man. So, yeah, like Manny was saying, a lot of people don't talk about mental health because it's like, as men, we got to have so much pride. We can't be soft. We can't be weak. And if you are weak, you looked at as a coward and stuff like that. Then when people take their lives, you know, like the young brother Jagger, man, it's like, wow, everybody wake up now. Yeah, so shout out to Trill, man, because he always talking about mental health month and making posts and stuff like that.
Man.
So my question for you is, like, what keeps you motivated? Because you seem like you got everything together, man. What keeps you motivated to keep going hard every single day, man?
Yeah, no, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And you know, just realizing it's bigger than self,
Mm.
right? You know, we wake up, we're alive. You know, what's the reason, right? Why do we keep waking up? Why do we keep, you know, getting to experience life each day? I feel like, you know, it's to really serve one another, right? And I feel like it's a gift. Like we all have a gift to help one another. And